And it feels like we're maybe down here a little earlier than I ought to be. And I already went up here and I found out that there is a woman up here that has a machine acting as a sort of a trap that catches us. And when I went in there, I ended up dying because I didn't have enough healing items to keep me alive through the course of the entire conversation. Because I took like 4 or 5 points of damage over the course of it, which was ridiculous. So, before I go up and in here again, I'm instead going to, I'm going to try to accomplish a couple of the other tasks we have available for the rest of the day. And I'm also going to go buy more healing items. And that way we're not going to be caught with our pants down again. And hopefully we'll be in a better situation to take care of this a little bit later on in the day. So that's my plan for now, is to just leave this behind for the time being, and we will come back and deal with it at a later date. Or not at a later date, at a later hour. Yeah. That's the idea. So, now that we know that we can get in there, that opens up all kinds of new... Well, not really. It doesn't open up anything, actually. But what it does do is it makes it so that I know what my ultimate objective is at this point. So, that's good. I've been a little bit lost in that regard. But, otherwise, we can just kind of look at the task list again. And see what else we got going on. I know, of course, we got to wait until... I think it was like 2,200 hours or something like that. Until we can get the gun, or until we can make the meeting to ideally get the gun. What's that? Could this be the Bowie classy I told you about? Yo! A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash, but if you look closer... That over there. He points to the strange-looking object. Must be the Bowie classy I told us about, the one she hid her passport in. We should take a look. You lift the Bowie out of the water without much effort. It's not tied or to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom appear to have been cut. The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it closed, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch is cracked. There's something in there splashing around. It smells like you would expect it to. A concentrated version of the coast. Open the Bowie. A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out, some algae and nothing else. Well, damn. We're lucky it's still here. A little longer and it would have floated away. The lieutenant flashes a mirthless half-smile. We still got here too late. There's nothing of use here anymore. No documents. Who do you think took them? I have no idea. The lieutenant taps his foot, frowning. This is a minor quirk. We knew what was in the Bowie anyway. Or think we do. This is a small loose end either way. Not important, I hope. Could this be related to the cryptozoologists and their little expedition? In my experience, cryptids are generally uninterested in travel documentation. We should go. You could ask the miss what she thinks later if you have the time, though you doubt she'll tell you much of anything at this point. Well, that didn't really yield a lot of results, unfortunately. I was hoping that would be better. It doesn't look like Kim has anything to say about things either. Enter the... Oh, right. No, yeah, that's Ruby, of course. When you're ready. Union in cryptozoology business might end when you do. Oh. Really? Okay. Shit. Whoops. I just saw this over here, the officer profile. I haven't been paying attention to this at all. I'm a fucking superstar cop. I'm absolutely a superstar cop. Damn. Let's see. I still need to go to Billy Mijan's apartments, wherever the hell that is. I gotta find that. Still gotta pass the check to open up the ice cream maker with the right tool. Still gotta report to Lena about restocking the trap. And then check the island for bullet traces. Where is the island? Oh, that's gonna be tough to find, I think. I love the ambiance of this game. I think I've mentioned it many, many, many times, but it's still so very, very, very good. You've been scammed. Look at your honor points. You jammed that finger way up your ass for nothing. You might not be wrong, huh? I'm a communist and a fascist, yeah. Working both sides. A row of ghostly shades face... Oh, wait, no, we've already done this. The visual calculus. Oh, Kim wasn't here for this, though. Kim, who was in this execution? At first, the lieutenant doesn't say a word. He just stares at the wall. I don't know, he says finally. I don't know who died here lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. Remember what Trant Heidelstam said about Feld. What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries? The lieutenant nods. Another likely scenario. Or maybe, what about people from the coalition, the so-called moralists? It's very unlikely if the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. If a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the orders. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. Wait, what? Oh, okay. You feel drawn for some reason to the faded mural again. This? We already did this. No, I'm not drawn to this. Okay, goodbye. The faded mural. What's it talking about? It's not talking about the big one. Huh. You've developed a very distinct coppa type. You're a hobo superstar. You're doing your best to be a great cop, but you're not above sticking your finger up your bum to assert your honor. I've done worse in my hobo cop history. It's talking about that mural you looked at to find Ruby. Okay, that's what I thought, yeah. That's sort of what I suspected. Not exactly sure what the connection is being made there, though. So I don't think there's anywhere to go up to the top left anymore, which I'm trying to figure out where on earth I need to go to get to that apartment that's apparently somewhere in this area. The layout of this whole place is a bit weird to me. You should come back here when it snows. A strange feeling, it passes quickly. That's strange. Strange indeed. Yeah, I guess I could use my map, huh? It's probably a smart idea. Oh, hold on. The ice here is thick enough to walk on. Cool. I don't think I've been this way. That's because it's a dead end. Well, that sucks. All right, look at the map. Oh, there's the island. How do you get to the island? Is that through here, maybe? That'd be crazy. So where's the apartment, then, that I'm supposed to be looking for? Because when we look at this task list, it says, go to Billy Mijan's apartments in the apartment buildings in North Martinez, apartment 20. Is that maybe over here? I bet that's over here. Yeah. Okay, let's go that way. Haven't been on the right side in a while. Worth a look. I don't think I've got anything to do with these guys today. There's a boat! Where did a boat show up? Hang on. Who's sailed into port today? A new friend, perhaps? New answers for us lie with the boat captain. Yo!
I'll just keep the
oh, it's Joyce.
Channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
She winds the mooring line around a post.
Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course, Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to appear any day. Jetty.
Jetty. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives.
She fastens the end of a line around the post and straightens her back.
Good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now. So I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That, and she's also keeping an eye on you. So how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
She casts her gaze toward the village. Slush melting on the cinder blocks, construction work left half-finished 10 years ago. Water drips down eaves of eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
You're the second person to describe it that way.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull gray metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right, politics time. Let's react. Are we the fucking Fine Brothers? Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head. You're right to be scared. This is all your fault. I don't understand how, but I'm willing to follow this train of logic. Maybe. She leans against the railing, looking up at the gray sky. Above you there forms a quilt of altocumulus clouds twisting into each other. How descriptive. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. The cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly but perceptibly. Do you know how they discovered this place? This island? No, the Insulindian Isola. Isola. How do you say that, Chet? Is it Isola? I think I've been saying it Isola. Or Isola. I don't know. What is it? No, I don't know how they discovered it, no. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. It's pornographic is what it is. 45% is around where I operate. Things are getting better, though. I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians would never know what this place means, our home, this island of matter, or why they were ferried over in the first place. You think it's a made-up word? Oh, yeah, you're right. Huh. What am I... I'm thinking of an islet, I think. An islet, which I also don't know how to say. Islet. No, it is islet. I'm thinking of islet, and they've made up a word called Isla. Right? Wherever the hell that word ended up again. Do you know how they discovered this place? The insolent Isola. One of the voiced lines said Isola? Okay, I'll just say Isola then. Continue. How can I assist you in this new location? Tell me now. We have time. Do we? He glances at his watch. It doesn't look like he does. You have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you. The story she will tell it only before she leaves Martinez at the very end of her stay. Maybe there's something else I can assist you with while you're in hot pursuit? Apparently not.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Nothing. I guess we have nothing to talk to you about. I thought for sure we'd have something else, but nope. All right, well, I gotta go back over to West Revachol to be able to get to East Revachol to be able to get the healing items I need anyway, so I might as well go ahead and get to doing that. Fine with me. Isola sounds good. Yeah, we'll go with that probably. If it's a made-up word, there's not much to be done about mispronouncing it. Where the hell am I, man? I get so confused by this layout. So we gotta go... What is it? Like, oh yeah, maybe I just follow the tracks of my motor carriage. There we go. That'll help me out, right? That's exactly what I need to do. That's how I get to where I've been. That's how you find your way. No, we haven't done the meeting for the gun yet. We still have to wait for like 3 hours for that. It's been a while. I don't think we got anything to do with him right now. We could talk to them again. I still haven't... You know what? Fuck it. I've been waiting forever for something to happen with these guys.
This palm tree live. I can see it.
No, keep waiting. I bet in like a day that's gonna pay off. The fact that we never even talked to them, never even acknowledged their existence, didn't even consider them a threat. I bet they'll get real mad. And be like, hey, we're real bad guys. You should take us seriously. My name's Skullfucker. I will take draw mine twice. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Goodbye. Mm-hmm. How do you pronounce Isola game? You got any help with that? Isla is Spanish for isle, and it's pronounced Isla, so it's probably pronounced Isla. That makes sense, yeah. I've been on this conversation topic for far too long.
Right to work.
Nothing with you. Ah, man. Where are these freaking apartments? Would they be... Where is this? Apartment 20. Where on earth is apartment 20? Where have we even had to go up, like, beyond here, apart from maybe, like, Everard's office? Actually, talking to Everard might not be a bad idea right now. I should have probably went and talked to, what's-her-face, the cryptozoologist's wife, yeah, the cryptozoologist's wife as well. Lena. Should have talked to her. Yeah, I appreciate you holding off on providing direction. Thank you for respecting my freedom to ask myself these questions. What's going on with that? There's something new going on at that dude's front door. Interesting. I think I am going to go ahead and talk to Everard, though. I still can't get down here. This has probably got to be where that apartment is. How the fuck do I get here? I've never gotten to this part of the game, and I don't know how to do it. How do I get to that place? Don't actually tell me. But I'm wondering aloud. I can't jump down, no. I keep trying to click down there, and normally if you could go somewhere, like you can just double click to it and your guy will figure it out eventually, but he doesn't seem to want to do it for that. Alright, I'm already like 3/4 of the way to talking to Everard though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and commit to this right now. You got a Jamrock Shuffle over there, that makes sense. Would he do it for a Scooby snack? Everard? That was pretty good.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
I guess I got nothing to say to you. Fuck. I thought for sure we'd have some sort of update, but no. Alright, over to Lena we go, I guess. Damn it, man. Nobody's got anything for me. What's this dude's name again? The one that's sitting outside? I always forget. Charlie?
Oh, hey,
Leo,
mister.
that's his name.
I need to be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes,
Yeah, nothing for you though, man. Just do the old hobo cop teleport? I wish. You only give me one option for that, man. It's such a special thing, and I wasted it on climbing a freaking ladder. No, I haven't gotten rid of the expression yet either. I assume that once you do that, it probably actually changes your character portrait, considering it's done that before for a couple other things. Why would you want to as an appropriate follow-up to that, too? Alright, so I'm gonna go down there, I guess. On our way down there, we'll go talk to Lena and confirm for her that we went ahead and refilled the locusts and the trap as well. I don't believe there's anything that we can do in this room, so we'll just go ahead and skip through this. But, yeah, let's Imagine if the game just let you teleport around after you made that check. That would be phenomenal, yeah. I would be very happy with that. Alright, we probably don't need any more healing items than we've got right now, hopefully anyway. I wonder if you ever are able to use that door, that'd be fun. Let's get inside. Talk to Lena real quick, and then we go and investigate Kuno's dad's door. Or no, that's not Kuno's dad. We haven't actually been into Kuno's house yet, because I remember we had something to do with, I think we had to, like, steal drugs from Kuno's dad or something.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel? Thank you for doing that, dear. Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds. I'm sorry, you've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work, a young person's game, as they say. So who's going to check the traps? Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going out, perhaps. The lieutenant stares at his shoe caked in mud. He doesn't say anything. Take it on with undue optimism. Once more under the breach, then. That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication. But I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself. Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up. You seem different. Different how? You've given up on the phasmid. I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then. You're in doubt about what? It's a strange feeling. I haven't told this to anyone, but you are a police officer. And when a police officer asks, you must answer. You ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream? Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not. But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me. Morel's so proud of it, he always tells everyone. A terrible sting in heart. Regret. You seem to really believe it. Doesn't that account for something? No. You made it up. No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists that, for years, his belief made me believe, too. That I'm a queen, an extraordinary witness to grace. But now we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out on those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was. First, tell her marriage hasn't been a lie. Yeah, why not? An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care. And I need something good here. All qualities these two seem to share in abundance. Wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the phasmid. But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university. Normally when I think about stuff like women and marriage, I feel bad. When I think about you and Morel, I feel okay. Morel hated lecturing. You convinced him to do something real in this world. But if the dream comes to naught, what good is it? No, the thing is, I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story, she has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking. Wow, love is hard. That's not how these things work. Maybe, but then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it, lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life. Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad. Thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. I'm not sure of anything. She looks out the window. Sometimes I still see it, you know, the real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's still so hard to tell the two apart. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary. Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's? Oh, no, thank you. I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad. You do that. I'll check the traps one more time. Really? Oh, sweetie, please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel. Can I have your address just in case there's news? Got it. She doesn't think you'll need it. It's been a pleasure, ma'am. Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it turned out to be a waste of time? A dream? A fool's hope? Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. I thought she was joking about that. She actually has a gas-powered wheelchair? Outside, the cold coastal wind blows. We should go, too. Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the Feld building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness. All right, then. That's that. Never played Planescape Torment. No, I've heard very good things, though. We still have, like, 3 hours to kill before we can go confront the pigs. My God. All right. Well, I need to get some more experience still. Help back ahead with the beat. So, after we open the nightclub... Noid doesn't want to talk to me. Help Suna. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on to the spirits and wait for the signal. Oh, right. Ruby's the lady driver as well for the jam mystery. Got that. Locate the working firearm. Tattoos meaning. Ask Kuno what he knows about the rest of the armor. We haven't done that? Really? Okay. I thought for sure we had talked to Kuno about everything. Let's go see if there's an option there. Why not? And then we were going to go and look at that apartment again and see what that green orb's all about. And then maybe we were going to try to find a way around there and see if there's another path through to get to the other places up there. And whatnot.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Discuss the body with you again. Oh, yeah, where's the rest of his armor? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor? How come? He's a fucking mutant? You remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. He drills his temples with his finger in some strange aggressive gesture. He doesn't give a shit about that freak anyway. Kuno threw that shit away. What do you mean you threw it away? Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. You threw it in the sea? Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You want to fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck, the jolly troubadour shit at the gates. What do you mean? Cock and boots, you know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. You met him at the gates, the one with the boots and the jolly smile. Manana? Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows, trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that? What is this contusion shit? He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're stupid. A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks your stones left on the corpse. Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here. Here, you hear the lieutenant say, All right. That's all I've got. Cool. Well, we got an update. I've got to go talk to Manana about the armor, I guess. And let's go over here. Oh, I got to do that the long way, huh? All right, fine. So be it, game. Smack that kid, Baer. No, the game doesn't allow you to perform child abuse, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything we need to do in that library. Oh, this might be how we look at the island. What's a tourist attraction doing here? It was a revitalization project in '49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory, and it didn't stick. As far as the street lamps and that statue on the intersection before something went sour. I suspect it was Everard Clare's doing. He muscled them out of here. I dig organized crime. It's the best. That's odd. I could swear you were a police officer. Can we do something about it? We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. Look inside. Curtains on the display open. Turn the knob to focus. Okay, so that didn't do anything for me. Oh, hold on. Could the shot have come from there, then entered the window upstairs, the whirling in rags? Can you tell from this distance? I don't think it's possible. The details are blurry. There's water vapor in the way and waves cut into the island. Okay. Autosave! Yay! I think I can still look through the other one, maybe. I don't think that's going to really help, though. Okay. I thought that would do something. Oh, well. There's got to be a different way to the island, then. Ooh, maybe I'll be able to look at the wall here again. I haven't done that in a minute. Yo, 42% this time. In the dimming light, some things become clearer. You have a keen aesthetic sensibility. Hold on, let's look at our conceptualization points. There we go, +1 already. Dude, we gotta try to get this today. This is big time. I've been trying this one forever. Anybody helping? Anybody helping us out? Conceptualization. +1's fine, though. I'll take it. Maybe a 50%. 58. Nice! Because you see it finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors. Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain. All the other walls and all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcrafts, color peeled from the very face of God. Oh, Wallfather! Kim, I must paint this wall, add even more beauty to it. Huh? He sounds tired of it all. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her. First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty. Sure. I must talk to Cindy, get the necessary materials from her. If you must. Oh, I must, Kim. I absolutely must. This is critical. Oh, hold on. Dude! This whole fucking time, I bet I could have put on a freaking multi-tool or something to get in this place. Except not that. Maybe a pry bar? No? Chain cutters. Nope. Yeah, I thought I could get in there. Well, oh well. There must be a way in there, though. And you can't get up there unless you go through here, it looks like. How do we do that? You hear the sound of running water. Someone's washing dishes. You hear someone inside. Whoever lives here must be back home. Okay, that's all that was. Okay, so clearly this is what we need to do to get up there. I don't think I have the tools I need to get in there, though. Or maybe I need a key from someone. I've tried everything. Browse the case files again for fun. There's mention of a naming convention here. There's a robust literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might even say. One that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples. Oh, and they're written in capital letters, too. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location. And the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. All my cases employ a naming convention similar to what we used on ours. Yes, how very childish of you. You're in my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system in addition to the official alphanumeric. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM right after the revolution when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the Man with the Hole in His Head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spike through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. Fun. Wow. Browse the yellow papers. Why not? In the back, you can see thin, translucent copier papers, some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes like marching armies. These look like official forms waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. Misconduct fine. Monetary business, blah, 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 blah. Uh-huh. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. All that remains now is how to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. Yay! I'm great. You can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene. We're on day 4. You can see it down here at the bottom there. HDB 41. Weren't those officer precinct? Why, yes, your precinct number is 41, and your HDB, every last alphanumeric in the file begins with it, and these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. I knew that. I think what you meant to say was RAC. No, the alphanumeric begins with HDB. How long does it take to read off one of these Raphael stamped cases? Fine, it takes about half an hour for you to piece one together, Mr. Raphael. Which one do you want? Old Gale! Thank you very much for the 15 months. The pile, welcome on back in. Appreciate it. Yeah, no worries, Dora. I understand the need not to be spoiled. The next word, mural. This one's relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. Ew! The text cut into their forms reads, "True love is possible. Only in the next world for new people. It is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaint desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the Bell's letters have the litterage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. Do I ever find out who came up with? The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves, but your partner JV is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rumbling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options. Chat, what do we do? What do our morals dictate? Do we remove the mural because it is wrong, or do we keep the mural because it is right? I don't know what authority would say. I think authority might say to remove it. You just orgasmed because of a wall, you would keep it. That's a fair point. A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us. All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. Yay! I leveled up! It appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter. An agreement as well. What do you want to tackle next? Leslie Burke, the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. I'm not going to read all these cases. This is a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Are we having to... Hold on a second. Is there something going on here where we're, like, having to figure out what the fuck's going on with each case? This is like little mystery solving? Okay, hold on. It's plain to see that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street, because there they are on the corner of Perdition, and what is Leslie doing? Oh, right, yeah, the time's getting there, too. Did you pay attention to the notes? Because there's going to be a quiz. Leslie is flashing his genitals to passersby. Oh, okay. So it was public indecency. Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things and the fact that they're both drunk, but then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. You must have it confused with the property he likes to damage, but the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face and then proceed to beat him unconscious with it. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who at this point is tending to Burke. He came at us, I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly came around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment. An invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke, who knows, but both drunks are off the street. The complaint stopped, the unsolvable case is solved. Well, that's horrifying. Which is why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing, the end. Does that sound like a Raphael something Costo to you, sir? All right, you're right, it doesn't. Take it anyway, since you saw... It's just like, you know what? Fine. I finally gave up, but the game just decides, okay, you've still put in the effort. Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. When you say it, it feels like you're taking a bite of lemon meringue while sitting on the terrace of a seaside cafe. On a cool summer day in Surliclef. It's everything you're not. You haven't created many things during your stay in Martinez, but you've created this. A fancy, sophisticated name that makes you sound intelligent, and that no one seems to acknowledge. Don't you feel like you deserve a reward for coming up with something so special? What would that reward be? I don't think I'm going to spend a point on unlocking a space for Detective Cousteau. The square bullet hole murders. It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks on a rocking chair with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape. But that's all you got. From the half hour you've spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead. A sequence killer? Who knows? Those pages are missing. What's next? One day you may still catch the man with the square gun. Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it in the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young and they thought they looked cool on it. They looked really cool, like a rock band. Yes, as you've said here, insufferable rock and roll assholes. Young people are the worst, and how. So anyway, you got to complain about the damn sofa or couch or whatever it was. They were leaving it out on these unexpected and whimsical locations they took it to, where they also took photos of themselves on it and smoked cigarettes and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did, so congrats to you, case solved. You didn't catch those guys. You didn't have time for that. These notes show that you had to do what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. Murder at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead. of circumstances completely unconnected to murder, dun dun dun, at the hookah parlor. Wait, how? Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner JM answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case file. Stop stalling and get to the murder. Whoa, oh, hold on, I'm out of time. It's 2200 hours, shit. Joseph Mills was on the case that he couldn't solve it doing a solo real nutcracker brain twister on it for the get his shit or get off the pot. Mills didn't get off the pot. He kept at it for a couple of weeks, racking his brain, running with every theory and outlandish as they seemed still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Was he a good cop? No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor. The worst jokes he ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he hadn't been on for months now, said it was the final case. Uncrackable. That the murder vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about. Says the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know those days where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day. Can you get high off of it? No, it's a soot and water vapor. It doesn't really do anything. That's stupid. Yeah. Anyway, a young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open right on the floor in the middle of a hookah parlor in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters, no one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all day, all morning, all noon, all day, like it usually does. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on that hookah. Then, bam, he's dead on the floor. What happened? Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Table's low, heavy, real sharp edge. He sucked hookah, stood up, passed out, hit his head on the table, and died. See, you can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply. You don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom. He must have sucked a lot of it. Yeah, he liked his hookah. His name was Steven. What was he doing there? Smoking hookah. Didn't he hear? I don't know, trying to come up with a movie script somewhere. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed piecing it together. Great. That's all with that, right? Yeah, cool. Let's go meet the pigs. That was effective. Oh, cool. You were born in the year 07, in the last year of the commune of Revachol, right before it fell. In the old military hospital on the ground floor where people usually came to die during a snowstorm. The revolution had about 1 year left to go and the fires were still burning bright. There were explosions in the blizzard. This was 44 years ago. You were 44 years old. The bloating might never leave your face, but beneath it, you still have some years. You still have some hope. Cool. That's neat. Okay, time to meet them. The old fish market. Walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. Can do. Okay. Here we go. We'll get a skill point now, too. That's handy. And all the healing we could ask for, I think we're set. I think we're right as rain, baby. I was going to say, I imagine Renee's probably not still here. They're still by my car over there, though. Unwilling to give up on that. Is that something I can... No, all right. Okay, what did it say to do? Walk past the fishing village until you can see the boardwalk. Which would be just past the fishing village. Have I done this? I don't think I've gone in this little shack. That's because there's nothing inside. Okay. Well, cool. Bye. Such logics you express, Baer. Shut up. I heard myself say it and then immediately regretted it. And hope nobody would point out how silly that sounded. I love the lighting, man. Looks so good. Was she still outside? What are you doing outside? It's late. Go to bed. You're an old woman. You're still up? Dude, I love that this is actually the point of conversation we take with her. Nom roaring! Mirror Man, a.k.a. Thanks for the 3 months. Appreciate it. The buzz of electric lights blends together with a slow rumble of ocean waves at night. You're still up? I can't really sleep anymore, only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older. She sloshes the water in the bucket around for a bit. My suggestion is don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind? Oh, that's kind of nice. Well, no, not really, but she's nice. She's pleasant. All right. Where the hell are we meeting them? Go past the fishing village until you can see the boardwalk. Where on earth are they? I'm not sure where I need to go, and I don't know if I want to necessarily wander around here. So maybe chat. Do you want to let me know where I'm actually supposed to go to meet these fellers? Because otherwise I feel like I'm just going to be blindly running around. Top right, thank you. Hopefully it's not too late. That would be silly if there's only like a 1 hour window. Oh, are they on the actual boardwalk? Where we found the drunk guy? Okay, so that's up here. Oh, what's this? There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer? Also, there's a blue bubble, which went away for some reason. Is there something I could do down there? Oh, well. Oh!
Put your hands where I can see them.
The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for her megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands right now!
So she's insane. Scavenged battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control. Easy, ma'am. Take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer under duress! Officer under duress!
Oh boy. Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police! Don't move! Don't move!
Oh,
Hands on your head! Suspect is armed and dangerous!
I've got this creeping feeling in my body that the game's about to just kill me right here, and I haven't saved in a minute, and I'm gonna be so salty about it, but I'm not moving.
Suspect is on the loose! Suspect at large! Officer administers street justice at her own peril.
And I'm shot.
That one extra leg with a baton or extra knee strike above what was actually required. Suspect is under control. Suspect is under control.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might save her.
I'm doing my best here, bud. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded. Hand-eye coordination. Doesn't look good. Let's deal with this later. I kind of want to do that. It's just... We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us. You need to solve this. It doesn't let me do it. It cannot be retried. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon. Officer in need of assistance. Suspect at large. Get on the ground. Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower the weapon. Let's just talk, all right? Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Big red key. Big red key. Please identify yourself, ma'am. It's the goddamn police, shitbag. Hug the pavement. You're under arrest. As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs? Are you on drugs? Confiscated contraband. The megaphone makes her voice almost painfully metallic. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised. I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here. You're not the police. We're the police. Back up. Back up. Back up. Status unconfirmed. Lieutenant W. Frater, Harrier Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner, Lieutenant Kitsuragi from the 57th. No. No. I thought Mr. Morant. Gareth. Aggravated assault. Man down. Officers in pursuit. There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here. What's the situation, officer? Law enforcement compromise, she screams in the megaphone. Red and blue lights illuminate the spit flying everywhere. Impersonating a police officer. Does she not believe you two are actually police officers? What if she's right and I actually am an imposter? We really are cops. Look, I have a badge. License and registration! She repeatedly bashes the megaphone against her head, then screams in the bloody mouthpiece, License and registration! Come in, dispatch! Sector azimuth! It's not a code, just disjointed words. She's losing it. One twitch and there will be blood. Hey! Alright, here's how we do it. As soon as that gun isn't pointed at you again, you dash right, then immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist. No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all three barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded. Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun. The lieutenant studies the swaying firearm. My God, I think you're right. My God, it's not loaded. The gun isn't loaded. What? The woman looks at the weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. She looks straight down the barrel and squeezes the trigger. Wait. A click. Nothing happens. She looks at the useless weapon. This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this? The gun lands on the wooden planks and tears run down her scratched cheeks. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this? She looks devastated. Grab the gun right now. This might be your only chance. No one ever cares anymore. Her voice is growing fainter as she rocks back and forth slowly. Why would they cheat me like this? This limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is grinding to a halt. Tired of walking the desert, it doesn't want to feel or think anymore. Poor woman. I need to figure out what to do with her now. Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me. What do you think is happening to her? She's in a stupor, inspecting the catatonic woman standing in the dark. I've seen this before, God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this. Why was she like this in the first place? Dementia, probably, and Channel 8, and loneliness. Neurodegenerative disease. Her hands were trembling and she did seem uncoordinated. I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you. Should we just arrest her? I don't think there's any need for that in her current state. Without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. I was really hoping I can give her one of those station call slips. I just learned about those. Titus sounds like the man for the job. Ask him once we get back to the whirling, because it's late and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. As you turn to leave, the faintest of voices comes from the woman. Please leave the radio on, she mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence. We're not playing 60 seconds anymore, lady. Reflex to what? Being left alone? She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and flashers now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is that a police cap? There's narcotics in there, too. You're thinking of taking them? Do. Pick up the RCM cap. She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours. Probably. You know me. It's your hat. Confiscate the narcotics. Wink. Oh, God. Leave her be. That's good enough. Okay. Lieutenant's cap. Authority. Sturdy and comfortable and seems to retain its form very well. The inside smells like cheap tobacco and typewriter ink. How the pigs got this is a mystery. Looking slick, dude. Save. All right, let's go run back to the Whirling in Rags real quick and see if we can hopefully run into Titus before they go home. And then maybe be able to run across the sewer little area here, too. Apparently there's something going on with this. Yeah, here it is. Winter, slow to let go of Revachol. Flex some more wet snow from above. Look around you. The snow falls lazily, making this beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff. It's been a cold year. All things waiting for spring will have to wait a bit longer. Looking up to the sky, melted snow dripping from your hat, I see the sky is full of great battleships. White clouds collide with one another, and the world is drenched with their debris. You're warm in your hat and your coat, like a well-equipped explorer. You're comfortably surveying the white landscape. What's in the west? Winding coastline lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles. What remains of a pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast. The waters turn black beyond that. Coal City in a shadow of St. Martin, a boom town back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachol. No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest remain in Coal City. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts under their feet. What is there? Below the old mines, Le Soir Municipal, Revachol's underground cemetery. Les Petites Rots brave the underground passageways trying to get into Les Royaumes. Les Royaumes, where the Philippian kings were interred with their doctors and their admirals. Mausoleums, burial chambers, leaf gold still remains on the double door of the morning. Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums and for fabled relics. Their parents let them. They go deeper. After rubies, Melchiorite, lapis lazuli plundered from Safran sale during the time of the suzerain, in the burial chambers of the kings, Grand Old Felipe Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Felipe the Opulent. 2 kilometers underground in a winding shaft along whose walls mirrors have been placed so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of all kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold and that special purest of the pure magenta cocaine favored by Revacholian royalty. How can it be pure if it's magenta? Snow falls and there's no answer. Some things are not for mortals to know. Few petite rats return from the shafts, and even fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of the black tunnel with silver trinkets in her pockets. All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces, and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water. The canal you crossed to get here, and beyond it, Martinez proper. The district the police forgot to police. There's laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, and cynicism. Someone is scraping snow off their windshield at the roundabout in the midst of which the statue of Felipe III serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds. That's all? Like all monuments, it's also a warning. 6-story ruins on the south side of the roundabout cast a long shadow over the profligate king. A fenced-off yard further. There's a truck belonging to the logistics company parked next to the gate. Bright light from a building fence behind the fence reflects off its hood. Clean white light coming from the window of a clean cube-shaped office building hidden amidst ruins. A secret. The abandoned church, its walls covered with hoarfrost now. One of Les Sept Sœurs. The other 6 sisters were destroyed during the Revolution. And further north, a serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Unfortunates on the run from the law, from themselves, sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul. And on the islets, the remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on the Resurrection, way beyond Martinez, a popular spa destination for ample-bodied ozone kids with equally ample pockets. And there's ozone, but the snow falls thick. You can't see that far. The Bay of Revachol, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. I'm kind of wasting time here, so I'm going to go a little quicker beyond the last part of this. Because I want to go talk to them before they go home. I'm not sure there's really anything all that important here. Around you, it was home. I want more. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Where's Ruby? Near. That's all. What's below me? Layer upon layer of sand. Tell me a secret of the sands, Wind. Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You probably never happen across it, but who knows? Cool. We should keep moving. Who knows when this snow will let up? Indeed. Well, that was a hell of a thought. And it got us an autosave. Good. Shivers is a really cool skill that didn't come into play more when I went through this. Was my highest skill and everything. That's the... well, what does it actually say about Shivers? That was the... Where is Shivers? There it is. Raise the hair on your neck. Tune into the city. I see. Yeah, I want to find that polar thing, right? But before that, I gotta go talk to Titus. Hopefully they haven't turned in for the night. Run! Sprint! Full speed ahead! Back to the whirling in rags! Not that way. It's always very satisfying in this game when you make a skill check that you've kind of like prepped yourself for. I'm looking personally for a few opportunities to utilize my sense of authority. We've gotten a couple of opportunities already. Time doesn't move when you're just walking around? Oh, good. I didn't realize that. Oh, Titus appears to be gone already, damn it. Unless that's him. That's not. Shit. Oh, well.
Hey, was there something you needed?
No, I'm good, Gartek. Well, oh well. Maybe we'll be able to talk to him tomorrow, but she'll probably be gone by tomorrow, unfortunately. Okay. So there's that. Thought they left at midnight, but it must be 11. Yeah, that's a bummer. I don't want to necessarily call it a night yet, but it's pretty late. What I think I'm actually going to go do is try to open up the icebox again, the ice cream machine. If you couldn't do it the next day, would this really be completable? Yeah, I suppose you'd have a pretty tight window if you had to go make the meeting at 10 and then run over to the Whirling in Rags at 11, right? That'd be pretty difficult to manage. Okay, let's go ahead and put on the multi-tool again and our flashlight. And we'll have to reset our physical instrument. Make sure we've got all the right buffs there, too. I might even do some drugs for this, but I want to see what my total is looking like once I give myself another physical instrument point. Love that shirt, dude. Man from Helmdahl, hell yeah. One little look over of everything here, and I'm pretty certain all I have is the one physical instrument buff. I don't want to wear the Helmdahl shirt. I'm losing my authority. All right. Spend the point, baby. Let's do it. Save changes. Open this sucker up. 28%. Still a terrible chance. But let's try. Wow! The crit! Nice! Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Kvalson multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object intricate and foreign left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep. A filament memory with words off-site copy written on its side. You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it. We should take it back to Miss Lucanan Kilde as soon as possible. Lucanan Kilde. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures. Are you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There is a radio computer upstairs. Ooh, how dare they tempt me to peek. To peruse my own findings. Dare I? Dare I indeed? I dare indeed, I mean. I want to. I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm saying. I forget if there's any checks on these two things. What am I looking at? Radio frequencies. We're dealing with something medical. Okay. Did I have something to do here? Cancer airloads must have been so huge. What else? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, nothing else going on with that. I could have sworn there was another one or two things we could do with these things, but I guess not. All right. Maybe it was the radio computer. All right, remove that, insert the offsite copy, and press play. The speaker comes to life, static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old. Easton Celindian repeater station 1, please repeat, is this the offsite copy? I might have a password for the offsite copy. Please repeat the password. Afterlife death. No, that's not it. What does she mean that's not it? What's the password then? I don't know. She registered a login attempt, something a criminal would do. Oh, no. Now she's gonna know I tried. Oh, no. Oh, well. I'll just tell her, yeah, I tried to find out what was on it. I was curious, and I'm the one that got the goddamn thing for you, so if I had never done that, you would never know what was on it either. So you're welcome for trying to educate myself on something. Okay? Lift that shit, motherfucker! Lift that shit! Here we go! Here we go! Ow! Damn it. You managed to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous, and your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. See, this place is cursed! Seems like I'm a little out of shape, or maybe these gloves just suck. Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip. I've got them on! High-performance weightlifting gloves. Well, son of a bitch. Looks like I'm just a big freaking wuss. Yeah, I forgot this side of this shop closes down at this time of night, so we'll have to go find our way around. I might be able to go talk to what's-her-face still. The woman who requested the filament. It might not be too late. I think it's probably worth a look, because that's where our shack is anyway. We're going to have to go back over to that side at some point. Ice Bear! Alright. I don't think there's anything else we can do with this. Yeah, literally nothing. It doesn't even react to us anymore. Let's unplug the giant red cable. That's probably the Baer, right? The room is slightly quieter now. Huh. Wonder what that did. Weird. Oh, wait a minute. Money! Nice. I'm rich. Hey there, Tony. How you doing? Okay, let's go talk to the church lady, ideally. That'd be good. That's what we're looking for. Sadly, it's just going to be another long trek over there. I probably shouldn't have done that either. I was just thinking I'm going to go to bed soon, so I shouldn't have wasted that healing, but oh well. Alright. He's gone, so that kind of leads me to believe that she's going to be gone too, but let's go try it. Why not? Where are you going, Kim? The Headless Fallen Rider. He could appear at any minute! Please tell me we're not here to look for a headless man in a tracksuit riding a horse. Don't listen to the lieutenant. He doesn't know anything. How would you know? No one's actually seen the Headless Fallen Rider because he doesn't exist. He's an urban legend, a legend meaning a story that's not real. We'll just wait and see. There's nothing to wait for. We should get some rest. It's been a long day. I'm just going to wait for a few minutes here, just in case. The lieutenant has his arms crossed, fingers tapped, waiting against his biceps. There, we waited. Nothing happened. Happy now? There's nothing here. You lied to me. Your ears hum from the silence inside your mind. This has made me unspeakably unhappy. I know myths and legends are enticing, but in the end, they're just stories for children to teach them lessons or to frighten them. It's very late. We should be resting already. Yeah, I know. But that was worth it. That was worth checking. Even though I didn't realize I was doing it. Pretty sure we don't actually need to check that trap anymore. Off we go. Oh, not that way. Over here. And you know what? I might even just go ahead and sleep in the shack and go talk to the lady tomorrow, because I doubt she's going to be around. It takes a little while to get up there, but whatever. Let's just go try. Might as well. It's so dark. Oh, it's going to be up here, right? No, it's like right there. There we go. There it is. They're bad for your health. She's here. Holy shit. I can't believe it.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen a woman named Ruby? No, no one's suspicious around here. She's not seen her, sire. 'Tis true. About that off-site copy you asked me to bring. Is this the filament you're looking for? No, that's the production schedule you stole and access without authorization. She's tapping the table in a badly concealed impatience. I don't need it. In his defense, it was simply lying in a desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle. Okay, but still. Here, I brought you the filament. It's gonna happen now. Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it. She's already inserted the filament into a radio computer's core, ready to close the door. Wait, no, that's dangerous. She shouldn't do it. Don't put it in yet. It might be dangerous. She starts laughing, but stops almost immediately, her voice oddly humorless. No, it's not dangerous, just depressing. How do you know? I have a theory. Intel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch what an intricate display of failure. The paper starts filling out with ink soaking it in a gleaming darkness. Not a single line of data stands out. Something's very wrong with that filament memory. She's looking for something, eyes scouring the millimeters. What? She found it. Where? Hold on. She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. Say nothing. Just give me a second. I'm almost... She clocks up her typing speed. The lieutenant leans closer to whisper, I've never witnessed a programmer work before. Done! I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly. You did it? You found the coordinates? I found the coordinates. She's beaming. You can feel it in her heart. Or in your heart. Great job. Oh my god, congratulations. Thank you. So where is it? Where is your 2mm hole in the world? There. She points at the other end of the church where a group of water bowls form a ritualistic arch. In the swallow. Think you can help me again? Sure. I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double check my calculations. You like moving things around. Moving things around is calming. Walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. Okay. Which one's the third and fourth? How the fuck am I supposed to know which one's which? They don't got numbers on them. Where do you start counting? Here? 1, 2, 3, I guess. It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good. Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away. Moves like a ghost without creating a single trace. Move the fourth bowl. Some water spills out, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back. Or walk. This is a sacred place, after all. I forgot about that rule. Yeah, my bad. No running in the church. Do a little running in the church. Just a little running in the church.
Yes, what is it?
I moved the water bowls. What's next? Everything... Pardon me, geez. Everything should be aligned now. She stops, biting into her chapped lip. Miss Know-It-All is hesitating. What's wrong? Nothing. And the only thing left to do is unmute the headphones. If we've got the location right, we should be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes. Why did you have your headphones on mute in the first place? Honestly, I'm a little scared. Isn't it just going to be silence and nothing else? I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. What sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin. What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is... She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. What? I don't know, I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart. Like that evil ink that filled the printout, erasing coherence and meaning. You're overthinking this. Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired. It's scary, but we have to face it. You're right, let's do it. She puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press unmute on the keyboard. The lieutenant takes a step back. And then nothing. Nothing happens as soon as Lucanen Kilde presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary. Say nothing. She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone. Well? Damn it. She lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Come on, did you hear anything? No, of course not, she says, clearly disappointed. Nothing happened. Let's move on. Mic muted, yeah. Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place. What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow? No. She rests her face on her hands, massaging the forehead. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence, that's all it is. You can try on the headphones, see if you can hear anything, but don't get your hopes up. Silence is silence. You're sure there's more to it. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Give me that perception bonus. Give me that perception boost. Where are they at? We're getting this one. This one's mine. Put the boots on, baby. Perception. Perception. -1 to perception? Those are glasses. What the fuck? Alright. I got a +1 out of it. I got a bunch of -1s to perception for some reason.
Yes, what is it?
83% is pretty goddamn good, though. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a quick save real quick in case I want to cheese it, but
yes, what is it?
That's pretty damn good odds. Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes. What does it mean? It feels like you're flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere. A weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it? Suna, what if we just need a better sound system? A better sound system? All right, but where would we get one? I bought a shitty old speaker from a salesman on the street. It's perfect. Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor. They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place, murmurs the lieutenant, inspecting the damage done to the arabesques. No, what they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace. Yes, but they could help with the speakers. You mean the speed freaks? She closes her eyes as more dance music invades the holy silence of the sanctuary. Of course the speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system, and you think they would help me? They would, if you wouldn't mind moving them in with you. I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence. Brilliant negotiating there, detective, as always. Great! All right, fantastic. That's a big freaking update. Did we do this one? No, we didn't reconstruct this. Even though we got really good odds of getting that one, unfortunately, we couldn't get it last time. We'll have to get another skill point before we get back to that. What's this? A prayer book has been left open. Weird. Okay. Have I gotten on this little hallway? I don't think I have. There might even be something here if a flashlight exposes. No? Alright, never mind. What to do? Okay. Off we go then. Off we go then. That feeling when you finally get a skill check that you've put a ton of points into. Yeah. Them are right up my alley right there. So the discotheque boys might actually still be awake. I think it's worth having a look over here. It's only 1 a.m. I'm sure they're still up and at 'em. Yep, they're still going. Well, actually, they didn't talk to me, so they might not be awake. Oh, they are? Okay.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Oh, we have a logic check, too. Shit. I forgot. Yeah, things aren't always as they seem around here, either. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can get some logic bonuses real quick. Again, sorry for all the times I've had to, like, take a minute or two to pause and just peruse through all my items here, but I do feel that would be, I really feel like I want to give myself every possible advantage in the skill checks, so I don't mind taking the extra few seconds every time.
Hi again. So,
wow!
how are things going?
That was a giant boost. Okay. Let's try this.
I see you're here.
Oh, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's something I can do to boost our odds.
Offside man.
I saw a sticker on the padlock.
Church would help.
Can you tell me anything about it? A sticker, you mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me? He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like. It's this one. Are you familiar with it? Seems like my creation has found its way into the legal bureaucracy. What'd you want to ask about it? What's it supposed to be? A dead guy smiling? What does that mean? He defeated history. We are living in the age of history. In the eyes of history, we're already always dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie and so are its deaths. The present moment in life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats. I think maybe the smiling dead guy is a symbol for communism. It's also dead but doesn't care. Yeah, that interpretation holds. What makes it so modern? Simplicity was brought to us by classic Solaist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Yeah, duh. Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing. You come up with this stuff by yourself? Not alone. Many people are thinking the same thing right now. There's a gathering at the Palaceum. The beat is the same for all. What about now? Are the signs all right now? Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment. What? You heard me. Well, shit. I thought maybe we'd get somewhere with that. Oh,
Hi
well.
again. So, how are things going?
All right, 72%. Give me the goods. Fuck! Could swear something's not adding up here, and this hurts me. God, that sucks. Whatever.
Good morning, Tycoon! Yeah!
Yeah! You want to cheese it? I kind of want to cheese it too, yeah. Taking that health damage is a big bummer. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go see if she's alive and maybe she's got something to say to us.
Hello again.
How is there nothing? What? Check up on Suna's project after ravers have moved in. Report back to Andre that they can move in. Dude, you know what? Let's just cheese it then, because guess what? They're not even telling us the truth. They're lying to us. So I demand the cheese. Please, give us the skill check and put us in the know. Actually, I have to do this conversation again real quick.
Offside, man.
Why describe it if I already know what it means? Blah, 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 blah. You should be more respectful. An offhanded sorry if there ever was one. Show him the sticker. What's it supposed to be? Blah, blah, blah. Got that experience point. Very nice. Symbol for something. Makes it so modern. Blah, blah, blah. Good, good, good. Seems awesome. It is. Cool. Are the signs all right now? No. Maybe I'll come back later and I'll quick save again. How do you feel about that,
Hi
Mr.
again.
Man?
So, how are things going?
There it is. A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids? Okay, kids, now gather around. The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused. Sometime in the past, I'm not sure where and when, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective. But you still are. I was good enough in this job to be awarded the rank of Lieutenant Euphrator. I could have been captain. Imagine that. What happened? Egghead looks serious suddenly. Disco happened. I've been trying to say we need the next step in dance music to happen fast. He looks at his friend. Shut it. What? I've said that. Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me. The young speed freak is silent. He senses something is wrong. You're sober. Was it hard for you to keep sober for this meeting? We don't need drugs for hardcore. Shut the fuck up, Egg. Maybe not today, Egg, but you need drugs to get through the days when you're not expecting me. Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is new to the universe. We all have our ways to ease the shock. I know I wouldn't be as hardcore without drugs. Bottom line is I know. What exactly is it you know? This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs. I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers. He points at the speaker. One speaker. They have one speaker. Where is his friend? Did he lose his friend? The other speaker. You only have one. It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm starting to fade away here. So I think this is gonna be closing to wrap up our disco segment. Just wanted to put that out there, FYI. I've been doing a lot of reading today. This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems. You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need her headphones to spin tape? What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing! That Nosefed is here for its active ingredient. He said it was for his nose. What more do you want? Likely pseudoephedrine, almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine. The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab. And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lobbringer? The ether in the air, a useful solvent, good for getting acting agent out of a solution. Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether. There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there? Suna says you've been lying about your plans and your answer was very unconvincing. Fuck, man, it's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make an effort. We're on a mission here. Well, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab. That's preposterous? So what do you think we're gonna do with you? What do you mean, do? There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this. Summary execution. Time for heavy leverage. All right, I don't really care. I just wanted to crack the case. Do what you want and I'll do what I want. Really? He sounds relieved. Really, really. I wanted to ask you about something else. You just wanted to just ask me about something else? Or you can tell me what the plan for the church really was. He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth but closes it again. Then finally raises his hands. Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not gonna turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revachol. Because we totally are. We're just gonna turn it into a speed lab first. You know, to get our foot in the door. And why did you need me? Like I told you, spooky assholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up. They're not really spooky, are they? No, man, they're spooky, all right. It's just they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all. So what now? This is it. Judgment time. Let's do this clean. No speed lab. Just a club for enotic music. Yeah! The young man's smile widens to inhuman proportions. His teeth beam in the floodlight. I knew it. The would-be leader dropped his spiked head between his knees. It's impossible now. No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. What? We all knew there was never going to be a club for enotic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance. What's that about a fish? There needs to be a club for enotic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We're running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light. This will be nothing. You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Jerome and all the houses on Main Row. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villalobos. Does anyone feel that? What? Nothing. Let's call this incident crime prevention. I have my eye on you. Alright, we'll try to do it without the drugs. He raises his head from between his knees. We'll do a straight-up club in there, spinning the maddest reels and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg? It'll be straight all the way! Goodbye, officer. Nice. Okay. So, now I can tell Andre that they can move in, right?
So, how are things going?
I managed to convince Suna she's okay with you guys moving in, but she needs your speakers. The Speed Freak smiles happier than he's ever been before. We are grateful, Cop Man. You're an augury of a new era of enotic dance music. You're gonna have to share space for a couple weeks until she gets her research finished. That's fine, we can manage. You're still sure about keeping our little side business, right? Oh, you mean the illegal drug lab? No, I haven't. There will be no shady shenanigans in the church, only love and enotic dance music. Fine. We can make do. It's gonna take us a bit to move our stuff inside, a couple hours maybe. Come check back later. Sounds good, friend. All right, the tent's gone. She's probably gone too. I hope. I hope they took her with her. Or with them. Goody, we did it. Money? Cool. I don't think that was there before. That's neat. Yeah, this is a successful day. I'd have to say so. We got a lot done for sure. Got our gun back. Now we get to head back to our shack and have a nice rest. It's probably going to be some dream sequence or something, but we'll have to save that for next time because I am pooped. I am bushed. Good night, old lady. Oh, good night, Kim. Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning. You don't want to come in the shack with me, Kim? You sure, buddy? Brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it's cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm. What is this place to you? My new hangout where I could silently sit, drink, and die while looking at the waves roll in. Behind the half-built cinder block house at the other end of the village, there are 3 people drinking. Your new crew. You don't need the old crew. Oh no, you've got a new crew to get drunk with. You already were a part of their crew once. You can get drunk with them again. You're probably going to hang out there a lot behind that cinder block house. It's where you belong. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice. Revishal forever. Might be it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Off to sleep. Very nice. The bed underneath you is soft if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before walking is maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church. Oh shit. All healed. Okay. I really like the song that plays in this shack. It's nice. Save. Fun day. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. I really appreciate your time. Disco Elysium, and also, of course, with 60 seconds re-atomized earlier. Fun stuff.